Yeah, so the pipe behind me here is one of the main feeder lines from the Opal Street treatment plant. The Opal Street treatment plant is at the end of the street here, probably about 100 metres away. It's the main feeder line from the plant to the north side of Emerald. So yesterday we were made aware about 10 a.m. yesterday morning that the pipeline had burst. The hole you see behind me here is a result of that. It was it's a 250mm diameter pipe, steel construction. Steel is probably about a centimetre thick. And what's happened is the pressure has blown the top half of the pipe off, resulting in loss of supply to the north side of Emerald. When it burst, there was probably about 300 litres per second coming out of the pipe, as a direct result of being so close to the water treatment plant. We attempted to isolate a smaller section of town by just isolating this pipe, but unfortunately it wasn't an option. So we had to shut the plant down for a period of time to carry out the repair in a safe manner. Okay, so from the Opal Street plant behind me here, the main feeder line comes down Harris Street, which is this pipe that's burst. Off this main feeder line there's a network of lines that go out to feed the rest of town. There is hydrants and valves, so valves give us the ability to isolate smaller sections of town. Unfortunately, due to the proximity of the plant behind us, we weren't able to shut any smaller parts of the network down, as this main part here was the direct feed to the rest of town. So once we were notified of the leak, we had crews that respond immediately. They came down here and found this hole, which was self-created by the flow of the water. As mentioned, there was probably about 300 litres per second coming out of the pipe where it burst. So our first priority was to shut down the water, reduce the pressure. So that took a significant amount of time with the size of the pipe being 250 mils. There was a lot of water within the network that drained back to this location. We had several pumps, vacuum trucks, trying to reduce the amount of water. So that took a little bit longer than expected, so that we could actually get in and safely start the repair. Once we were able to remove all the water, it was a simple matter of cutting the pipe and replacing it with a smaller section of pipe. Then gradually increasing the pressure back in the system, so that we didn't have any other instances of breakage due to the sudden increase in pressure. So we've invested $4 million over the last 2 years to replace valves and hydrants across the region. There's a number of valves and hydrants, there's hundreds within Emerald itself, and a similar number in other towns across the region. They are scheduled for replacement over a period of time, over a number of years. So Council has a rolling schedule or a rolling program to replace those valves, which give us the ability to shut down sections of the town into smaller areas. Obviously, with a couple of valves behind us that weren't working correctly, so they will be a priority for us to fix. So that if an event like this does happen again, that we can have contingency plans to shut down smaller parts of the town. We also, in 2015 and 16, Council spent $33 million constructing the East Goa treatment plant on the south side of town, and currently in a planning project to connect the two treatment plants. So a project that will bring a pipeline from the south across to the north to give us that contingency that if we did need to shut down the plant behind us here at Opal Street, it would be able to still supply water to town. So as of about 11 p.m. last night, the system was returned to normal under full pressure. Our staff continued to test water overnight, and we will maintain the board water alert until we can be those samples can be tested and we're 100% sure that the water is safe. If customers do experience any difficulties today, please ring our customer service centre, and we can respond to those requests as needed. Again, I thank the community for their patience and for our dedicated staff in all parts of the council for their reaction yesterday to fix this problem.